Well, good morning, everybody. You know what? This is the first day it actually feels like fall. And fall started what? Monday, September 22nd? We've been very, very fortunate. We've had so much sun for many months, maybe a couple days rain, which is obviously needed more than that, but it was really a nice summer. Can't complain about that at all. I'm just using my serum. Today I'm using Golden Radiance Botanical Face Oil. I switch around. I've got different serums. I use vitamin C serum most often at night, and I have niacinamide and burdock, and this one is it's an oilier serum. I like to switch around and try different serums. This is with my GlowingSkin.ca product, botanical skincare. Feels so nice on your skin. And so here we go into fall. I think I'm planning with my daughters, whoever can come, usually two of them here on the island, Debbie and Jana, or Ginny. Jana's my middle daughter, lives on the mainland, Vancouver, in that area. And we have a paint in the winter because everybody's so busy in the summer. We have a paint day. Usually once a month we'll get together and watercolor or do a craft for Christmas or something like that. So I'm starting to plan that, and my grandson's girlfriends and friends, and it's lots of fun. It's a nice thing to do. And I'll buy some muffins and we'll have some food, breakfast maybe, late breakfast. So when I do that, I will do a video for you guys and show you. I think I did one a couple of years ago or last year, and showed you some of our creations for Christmas. If you look back about 12 months in my videos, you might find that. And so my youngest daughter is Jenny, my oldest daughter is Debbie, and so Amber and Carrie and myself. And we'll let Walter paint if he wants to. He doesn't usually, he just lets us do our thing. But he could. Walter's doing fine. A little bit dizzier. He's a little bit down last night, I noticed. A little bit dizzier after the radiation and a little worse headache. So kind of going a step backwards in that area. So that doesn't feel good to him, of course. But anyway, he's coping well. He's trying to stay positive and not get depressed, as you can easily do, you know, with these kind of things. But I keep telling him he's so fortunate. I was watching a fellow yesterday that had an AVM. That's arterial vascular malformation, and it burst, and he had a brain bleed. Well, I got to tell you, I mean, a whole chunk out of his head was missing, and he was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't really talk. And oh, well, they're so fortunate. Honest to God, he's so fortunate, and I'm fortunate that he's not in that state of mind. So anyway, it is what it is. We just carry on, right? Many of you are going into your seniors. It's not fun getting old, but you make the best of it, and you keep positive and keep your head up and look for the silver lining. And as my father used to say, he says, don't look down, always look up, right? So he was an inspiration, always a positive. Lived to 101, truth. And he could play the stock market on his computer with a big magnifying glass. And he had one of those older computers. And he had macular degeneration even, which means you can't see the center, you see peripherally. And while he got through it, and he could find his stocks. I'm just looking for my brushes here. Did you guys see the new brush? Did any of you get this new brush? 4 brushes in one. It's pretty awesome. And so I'm going to do some cover up here. Oh, wrong brush. Here's my smudge brush. Smudge brush is where can use this one too. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but I will use this to cover up my imperfections. And I'm using Versailles today to cover them up. I always end up going back to Versailles because it does a pretty good job. It's white enough, light enough to cover up the dark, rough little spots I have, especially on my forehead. I mean, I got spots everywhere. Stay out of the sun, ladies. For you younger ladies or older ladies or anybody, stay out. Keep your face out of the sun. You see the Asian people, they always wear umbrellas or hats with big brims. They're a bit smarter than us in that area. They know. And they hate getting age spots. Well, don't we all, for that matter? We don't like those age spots. And of course, the Asian, especially Japanese, they like that clear white skin, especially when they're younger, right? They don't flawless. Big one over here. We always try and cover. Some people just like the sun and they don't care how many age spots they get. They just want brown. I get it. It's kind of nice. Don't forget the self-tanning lotions. And you get self-tanning lotion for your face if you want that. Much better for your skin. Do you ever wake up in the morning and see another new wrinkle, guys? Right? All right. That's pretty good, eh? Dark Asian now with a white face. I'm just going to take a couple of misses of my glutathione. By the way, this glutathione I get from 4 mists a day. It's good for my skin too. Glutathione is really important for your immune system. It is your immune system, and it depletes as you get older, and that's why older people get sicker when they get COVID and stuff, right? So up your glutathione. I have that glutathione, and I have another that are drops. That's about a little bit less cost, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it to protect you. Okay. What will I do? Should I do Athens? Should I do mango? I think I'll do Athens today. I've been doing mango lately. But I find that Athens actually does a better coverage. Maybe because it's a bit lighter. I don't know the reason. Maybe the mango is a bit darker and enhances my dark spots. I don't know. But Athens, for sure, always does a really good job in covering for me. So if you haven't tried Athens, it's almost a good color for most people. Truth. When they came out with Athens, they had June, they had all these different shades. But I always wanted a little bit darker and not too yellow, right? So Athens does the trick for me for that. So if you ever want to, not happy with your shade, try Athens. I recommend it a lot when I do my color matches. By the way, if anybody would like a color match and let me help you choose your shades, just reach out to me. You can text me at 1250, that's long distance 250-667-0707. And I'm in Canada, for those that don't know, on Vancouver Island. And so if you're in the US, or UK, wherever you are, and like a color match, reach out to me. And or email me at Mary. That's my email, mary@maryfields.ca. And I can help you make sure you get. I've done many, many of them. And all you do is you send me a picture. You stand in front of a bright window like I am right now. And with no lights behind you helps. And no makeup, of course. And about, show me your neck, this here, right? And send me a picture and I'll help. There's no obligation. no cost. And I'll help you figure out what shades with Saint would work with you. Because you sometimes, how many times have you gone into the store? I know I have in the past. And looked at the different shades, and you really can't. Yeah, I always end up with the wrong shades, or the girl that's selling you really doesn't know what to give you for, especially for seniors. They're about 20, 30 years old. And don't forget, Saints guaranteed. You got 30 days guarantee, so that looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah, Athens really is the best for me. And if I want to be a little bit darker, then I can just take a bronzer and just swipe across my cheeks, for instance, or around my forehead, and just give it a little bit more tan. You see? Is that showing in the light, in the mirror, in the video? That's a bit darker, right? Bella, I started out using Bella bronzer. This one is, I can't think of the name of it. It starts at N. God, just pick it up and look at it, Mary. I think this is the one. Xandu. See? It's not really, really dark, but it's dark enough. And you see how that's kind of just tanned up that area, but the Athens does a better coverage. And you can swipe some down around here. Bring your makeup down into your chin. You can go on the top. Just swipe some on the around here, just to give you a little bit more definition. A little bit more shadowing. You can disguise a lot of things, and especially now, if your nose is like mine, a little bit long, put a little bit under your nose, and it's deceiving that your nose is shorter. Okay, then all I always do is take a little bit of highlighter, just put a little bit on the end of my nose, just to give a little bit of shine. You can also put some here when you're all done. You can put some here, you can put some here, you can put some here, okay? All right, let's see. Lip and cheek, what do I do? I think I'm gonna do this Madrid. It's kind of a little bit darker than Frenchie. Just a little bit more, little add a plum to it, say. A little bit more, a little more depth to it, a little darker. And it's quite nice. It's very pretty. Warm. Nice, right? Oh, there's my neighbors out there talking. One's walking her little dog, my friend Ruth, across the street. Her little dog, Ty. He's like the Toto, in the Wizard of Oz, little Toto. He's just like him. And it's hard to go outside here. If somebody's out walking or something, you'll always have to get distracted, whatever you're doing, if you're working in your yard. You like? Let's try the same on my lips. And I'll put a little bit of this pink lemonade on top. Okay, let's go for the eyeshadow. Let's get it done here. Eyeshadow, I think I'm going to go I'm just going to go for pop today. And I'll go with a darker, maybe a midnight or something in the corners for the drama part. I got my eyelashes done the other day. I just love it when they're full and not down to a few. I lose about half of them in the 2 weeks, I think, mostly on the ends. Okay, I'm gonna go for midnight in the corner. Pull it right across your eyelid and then come back to the more in this area. So it's more, less here and more here, like a moon, half moon. Okay. I don't know if we still have midnight. I'm sure we do. It's quite a popular one. Can you hear these ladies chatting? Now they're gone now. How's that look? A little bit more on this one, I think. Kind of a long video I'm doing, aren't I? But I haven't done so many makeup with you guys in a little bit. So take my little cleanup brush. Where is it? And I'm going to go, and I usually been using Cupcake for the edges, but I'm going to go to Versailles. It just gives it a little bit more brightness than the Cupcake in the cleanup area. And then blend, you got to really blend it. So use your finger if that works. Just blend it all so you have the brightness up here. You see what a difference that makes? Same here. Lifts your eyes. Your finger blends it really nice in that area, and it's soft. See how that lifts your eyes? It's amazing, isn't it? I think I could comb out my lashes. Okay, looking good. Next thing, of course, is these guys. Take my line brush. Where is it? My line brush is, the spoolie's gone on it. I keep saying I need to grab a new one off the shelf. But you know, it still works, right? So I use Waltz, as many of you know. You heard me talk about it. I'm looking at a mirror, but I'm looking at you. The mirror's right there. So it looks like I'm looking at you kind of off. It's just because my mirror's there and my magnifying glass is here, right? Working from many mirrors. Just put a little dab there. Just pull it right over your eyebrow. And out. Not down, out. Like that. You don't want it down because it pulls your eyes down. Now, I know I've done tons of these videos, and I appreciate you guys watching them. And some of you have never watched me as much, so sometimes I think I do so many videos and they're so repetitive in some ways. But then I realize that some of you are new watching me, and I forget that. Some of you have been watching me for a couple of years, and I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. Cindy and Val and Pia and Nancy, and I'm just trying to think of you all. There's so many of you. And people in Canada and people in the US. And some of you are in UK. Catherine in the UK. I really appreciate it. I do. And if I missed your names, it's just because there's 25,000 of you. But those ones just came to mind because they just recently placed an order, and that's why I've been communicating with them. So that's why I mentioned them. Deborah, Lorene, I appreciate you watching. You guys are awesome. Okay, so there's my eyebrows, and now I'll take out a little bit of my Versailles, and I just go like that underneath to cover any flaws, but also to highlight and lift. And when you do your makeup, you guys, don't be afraid to use it until it covers. I think sometimes we don't use enough, and maybe some of you might find that it's not covering because you're really not using enough. Just keep blending until it's covered, which is what I do. Okay, now I'm going to take one of my newer colors because I don't like this shade right now. And I'm just going to put on this one, which is strawberry. Is this the one I want? No, I don't want this. I want this other one. It's called cotton candy. I want cotton candy. I want a bit lighter. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This lipstick is really nice. It's so creamy and glossy. So that's cotton candy. And I'll go to my hair. I won't touch my hair because I get makeup all over it, right? You like my little earrings I made this morning? They're little owls. Cute. We have a craft sale coming up in November, so I'm busy making some fall earrings. If you ever want earrings to match your outfits, I can make them for you. I can customize them for you. And you can send me, I can make all kinds of them. I can make them glimmer like these. I can make them glimmer like, let me think, let me grab a couple. I can make them glimmer like these. These are pretty. I can't wait to wear these for, would it be pretty at Christmas with red? I can make these in different colors, like this. They're very pretty. I have them in white. I have them in all kinds. I have things like this. I have little red ones like this. I can do them also in hoops. I have these kind. I mean, I have so many. If you want me to send you pictures, just let me know. You've got my, I'll put my email and my phone number at the end of this. And looking good. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.